If I touch a burning candle, I can feel no pain by the great Emily, the Corpse Bride. I always wanted to do this look. I just never did it. I do not know why. This character has been requested like crazy for me to do. And guess what? I finally did it this year. And I am going to show you guys how I created this beautiful, haunting Corpse Bride look. Hey babes, before we get into the tutorial, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel and follow me on all my social media platforms. It is Zaybae. So we're going in with Mehron Cream Blend Stick in white, and we're going to be using the Ultimate Eye Paint and the 2 pigments from Makeup of Murder. We're going to be mixing these together to create the perfect color for my Corpse Bride. I already blocked my brows. If you want to know how I do it, I have a whole video on it, and I put a little card at the top. I love applying the paint all over my face first with a small brush, and when I cover the majority of my face, then I start to blend it out with a dense brush. However, do not do this if your paint is fast drying. I only like doing this with cream-based products. I also like to work in section when it comes to blending everything in. Time to add some dimension to my face. I'm using this white paint from Suva Beauty, and sadly they're officially closed. I ended up getting this on their closing sale. You can still use a Mehron cream stick. I find it creases a lot under my eyes. So just like a concealer, you're putting the white under your eyes, chin, upper lip, forehead, and nose bridge. Next, using a powder puff, I'm going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills translucent powder to set all the areas I highlighted with white. And make sure you really press it into the paint because you want to make it set so it doesn't budge for the rest of the night. To set the rest of my face, I am using a fluffy brush filled with loose poison pigment from Makeup of Murder, and I'm brushing it over my skin. I like to lightly set it first before I start pressing the pigment in. This avoids the pigment clinging to parts of the paint and creating patches. For today's look, I'll be using Colored Rain Vivid Pigments in Shadow Palette as well as Norvina's Volume 2 palette. First, using a small fluffy blending brush, I'm using a dark blue to outline my contour. By doing this, I am more precise and have more control on how I want my contour to look. After I get the desired shape, I'm going in with another blue, a few shades lighter than the dark blue, and this is going to act like the bronzer, but instead of warming my skin, I'm cooling it. See what I did there? I'm so corny. But this blue is meant to add overall dimension to the face and tie in the blue base and the contour together. For eyebrows, I'm sketching it out with an eyeshadow first, and then when I'm happy with the shape, I'll trace over it with water activated paint from Makeup of Murder called Cold Hearted. To make my eyes look bigger, I'm using NYX Jumbo White Pencil in Milk and I'm applying it to my waterline. Taking a small pointed brush, I'm going to create a small semicircle under their eye. This is going to create the illusion of bigger eyes since that's a big thing with Tim Burton's characters. They always have big eyes. And first I'm just lightly creating the shape, and then I'm going to start adding more depth to it once I like the shape that I created. You're only going to need one brush for the eyeshadow. And also, because I already have paint on my eyes, there's no need for eyeshadow primer. Using a fluffy brush, I'm going in with a dark blue shadow and I'm tapping it on my lid. And I'm tapping it because I want maximum pigment. You're going to keep tapping the shadow onto the lid, creating a circle shape. This is going to create the huge eyelids that Emily has. The reason why I decided to use a fluffy brush to create this shape because I wanted a softer edge instead of a hard one. As you get closer to the edge of your circle, start blending the shadow out in small circular motions. Even use the blue pigment from Makeup of Murder to softly blend out the edges. To finish off the circle eye look, connect the top lid to the new lash line you created with a dark blue shadow, smoking it out like you did for the upper lid. It's very important that the top and bottom portion of the eye meet up into a circle. So sorry for not getting footage on how I contoured my nose. My camera died while I was doing it, but for the most part, I used the same blue that I used for quote-unquote bronzing, and I created a triangle on the sides of my nose, leaving the middle white. This is creating an illusion of a pointy triangle nose that the Tim Burton characters have. To emphasize the pointy nose, I'm using white shadow on the sides of the triangles to really make it prominent. Also, do not contour all the way up your nose because if you look at Emily, she has no nose bridge. You don't really see any emphasis on it. So I'm only focusing on the tip of the nose because that's very prominent. Emily has very pointed nostrils as well. I'm using black paint or an eyeliner to extend the shape of my nostrils to look pointy. Emily has an open cut on the side of her face exposing her teeth. To create this effect, I'm using Makeup of Murder, Toxic Waste Liner, and Gasoline Rainbow, and I'm outlining it and then filling in the shape. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's a cut. I also went in with white paint to create the illusion of teeth. Also, don't forget to add shadows around the wound to create a more 3D appearance. And for lashes, I'm going in with Eldora False Lashes in B802. I think I doubled it. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But these are the perfect like Tim Burton eyes because they're so long and so wispy. And I also created like fake bottom lashes too with using black eyeliner. Now it's time for the lips. Emily has very full and wide lips. Her cupid's bow is very round with a deep V shape. The corner of her upper lips extend out and is longer than the bottom part of her lip. Also, the upper corner curves up slightly. So I'm using a lip liner to imitate Emily's lip shape, so you might have to overline depending on your lip shape. For her bottom lip, it's round and full and not extended at all. Your lips relaxed should look like a closed smile. Emily lips are matte, so I'm using NYX XXL Lingerie Liquid Lipstick and Flauntin to fill in my lips. And this is my completed look. Honestly, out of all the looks I've done so far, this has been my absolute favorite. Something about this look is so whimsical, so magical. It's just so haunting but beautiful at the same time. I'm really happy y'all pushed me to do Corpse Bride. I finally did Miss Emily justice. Let me know what y'all think about this look. Do you love it? Are you feeling it? Are you planning to be Corpse Bride for Halloween? Let me know. If you thought the paint was eating, check out the costuming that I did for this. Like, what? It's giving Corpse Bride baddie modernized, because not everybody wants a big ball gown, you know what I'm saying? So I really love the way I styled my Corpse Bride costume. Also, all the details, makeup, what I'm wearing will all be in the description box below. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And follow me on all my social media platforms at It's Zay Bae Bae. And I'll see you guys again in another video. Bye.